Hey, jflatnote here again. I haven't introduced my new instruments that I got recently. I did a whole bunch of trades and moved a whole bunch of stuff around and turned them into two brand new mandolins. And today I want to introduce you to one of them. So after the break. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. I started out playing, and I've done a review of it on a Gresh. It was solid wood mahogany A style, but it was a pressed top. The action was really bad. It took a lot to press things down, and so I struggled my first bunch of years playing on that Gresh. I eventually got to where I could play some fiddle tunes, but not very well because it wasn't a great instrument. Sold it recently like 4 months ago. And I bought a Breedlove crossover, which is what I was using for my lessons, and it had the most beautiful sound. It was a wide nut though, had a really chunky neck, and I had a lot of trouble getting my piano player fingers around the neck. They just don't want to do that. Okay, so that got messed up, but I don't remember what I was talking about. Bluegrass. Point of my lesson is bluegrass, and my Breedlove just didn't bluegrass. So, okay, so the point of my lessons being bluegrass, my Breedlove, it had a really sweet tone, but it didn't have a very barky chop. It had a very sweet sounding chop, and it had a very sweet sounding tone that I wish that I could have kept on to it to play in session music. But I converted it, and then I had a Martin guitar, a Performer series, that likewise the action just wasn't that great. I'm not a guitarist, and it just took too much, especially to play the bar chords further up the neck. It took way too much, and I have RA. My hands are already a problem. So I took and I traded those in, and I moved some stuff around, and one of the instruments that I ended up was this Eastman 415 blacktop, and I love it. It's a little bit different. It is the same fittings as the Eastman 515, except for the solid spruce blacktop, and of course the solid mahogany back and sides and neck. I've put a speed neck on it because the nitrocellulose, I can't say that word, finish was just too sticky for my hands. But yeah, this is my new instrument. I always put a McLoon armrest on them. It puts your arm at just exactly the right angle and keeps it off of the soundboard. I have a lot of problem. I'm an elbows on the table type of person. And so, yeah, because I was able to get one this time with a very beautiful, I don't know if you can see this, but a very beautiful rose inlay. So this one is my Czarna Rose, which is the black rose, and she's just beautiful. And her sister Rua, who is Eastman 315, I will introduce probably in a different video because I'm not playing Rua today. But yeah, we'll do that. And so I've played this on several recent videos, but has a really beautiful kind of barky, not as much as Rua, which is good because if they had the exact same voice, they wouldn't be worth both having. But otherwise, just a super pleasant sound. It needs to be tuned a little bit. I should have done that before the video, but it is what it is. I mean, more than what it is. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, if you have questions about the 415, I know there have been some discussions on Mandolin Cafe, mostly from people, it seems, who don't own a 415 saying that it's the blacktop is gonna and the mahogany is gonna. And so if you do have questions about it, just ask them below and I'll try to get to them.